Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and today I want to talk to you about the JetSetter by Victorinox and why it is a great, well, I can't even say it's a knife. As the name says, it's the JetSetter, and this is actually a knife that was designed in response to 9/11, and for people that may not have been living in the United States during that time, that was a very dark time for the U.S. It was a day where the World Trade Center was hit by 2 planes, and many lives were lost on that day. And Victorinox had knives like this called the Classic SD or the Classic in almost every store in an airport. And when that event happened, knives were banned. You could not carry a knife on a plane, and for good reason, because that's actually what terrorists used to hijack the 2 planes and other planes during that day. So this was Victorinox's answer to getting a multi-tool in customers' pockets. And I actually feel like it's a great alternative if you don't want to carry a knife. Now, there are people, believe it or not, that don't want to carry a knife. They just, it's not something I use. I'd much rather have a pair of scissors. Well, you got a pair of scissors. And then you're thinking, well, you know, I may want to have a brew or a soda. Well, you've also got a cap lifter. Well, I may need to strip some wire at home. Well, you've got a wire stripper. Well, I may have to tighten a screw. Well, look, you've got a screwdriver. So it packs a lot in a small package, and you also get a toothpick, and you also get your tweezers. So you have a lot of utility here. And in a pinch, if you really needed to sharpen your pencil, you can use this to sharpen your pencil. No problem. But the reason why I carry this on my keys on a regular basis, I used to carry a Wenger knife on my keys, and it was actually, I think, even an 84 or a 91 millimeter knife. That was a relatively big knife to carry on my keys, and luckily I took it off my keys and put it into storage where I would be able to keep it for the rest of my days. And I ended up going on a plane trip, and thank goodness I didn't keep that on my keys, because it would have been confiscated. Thousands of classic SDs have been confiscated by the TSA, but from what I've read, this is TSA approved. Now, of course, each state may have, and I'm talking about United States states. That's where I'm living right now. I live in Texas, so we can carry knives and swords and machetes and whatever we want, but we can't carry it in a plane. And right now, this is something I could carry on a plane because it doesn't have a knife blade. Now, they may see a stretch here, but I can just kind of back it up and say, look, I use it to cut twine and cut open packages. It's not a big deal. So I think this is just a great thing to have on your keys if you don't want to carry a knife, but it's also a pint-sized toolbox that can do a lot with very little. So thank you guys for joining me again on a YouTube video of mine, and sitting through this video on the JetSetter. It's something that people don't really talk about, but I think it's a great little tool to have on your keys, especially you don't have that bummer moment when you have to give up your knife or ship it back to your house because you forgot to take it off your keys. So thank you guys so much again. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'm gonna keep on making videos, and I hope you guys enjoy them.